welcome back. So today's video is going to be my weeks 21 and 22 of pregnancy update for you, and wow, I have had a lot of changes, I guess you could say. So the first thing is I don't throw up every day. I have thrown up about once in the last 2 weeks. It might be twice, but I think it's once in the last 2 weeks. Big improvement. The major thing is I have learned to live with the acid reflux diet a little bit. I still eat something that I'm not really supposed to on every single day. Any given day I have like milk in my cereal or something like that, chocolate or something that's kind of not recommended for acid reflux. But if I take the Zantac and I live by most of the recommendations in the diet, just when you Google like foods that help acid reflux, it's always like bananas, oatmeal, you know, so I try to eat those, things like that, then I'm fine. So I've been feeling good. I feel better when I take Zantac, and then once, like, if I take it at like 6 in the morning when I get up for work, by 6 p.m. I'm dying. And so like 4 to 6 p.m., you know, like that 10 to 12 hour mark, so you only take it twice a day, so I try to take it 12 hours and 12 hours so that throughout the night it doesn't burn when I'm trying to sleep. That sounds good, except sometimes like at that 10-hour mark I can tell that I'm not feeling my best anymore, and so I end up taking it a little closer to 10 hours instead of 12, but then by hour 14 and I haven't taken it. You get me. So yeah, I've been feeling a lot better, have my energy back. Big thing is hormones. I have been hormonal crying, happy crying, sad crying, crying, overreacting over little things, over nothing, like crazy. Hormonal acne. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm like really speckled and very textured, and I don't feel so cute without my makeup on. It's amazing when I can just cover up the color, like the discoloration with the acne, but I can't make the texture go away. So like, it's basically just raised. It's the worst it's ever been. I did get a face scrubber thing again, and I've been using my benzoyl peroxide facial wash, and I have backne now. I have never really had acne on my back before, and now I do. So I've been using the body scrubber head for that onto my back with benzoyl peroxide wash. Not supposed to use salicylic acid when you're pregnant, so I don't find it's that effective, and I feel like it's just hormonal acne and I have to deal with it. Ignore my hair. It is a rainy, gloomy day here in Phoenix. Very rare. It's been cold. I've been out in the rain shopping. Exciting thing, we have started putting together the nursery. I got a crib today. It's not assembled or anything. We got the crib mattress. I bought the first thing for the room that establishes a theme. So we bought a recliner yesterday that's just gray, so I knew like, okay, I can kind of go whatever I want. It's neutral. The crib and stuff is white furniture, so I'm like, okay, you know, I can do whatever. But today I bought like the painting. I don't want to tell you guys the theme yet, so that when I do my nursery tour you're excited, but it's gonna be like gray, white, pink. So yeah, I bought the first painting that basically like said, this is your theme now, girl, you can't change it. Which is good, I guess. It was hard because I had 3 themes I was looking at. Okay, I had like 20 themes realistically if you saw my Pinterest, but I narrowed it down finally to 3, and I picked one. So I got a painting for that, and I picked out some paint strips like at Home Depot to color the you know, for the walls. So I think I've narrowed it down to a couple of shades, and we'll be painting that probably in a few weeks, not quite yet. We have some other home improvement projects going on right now that were beyond our control, plumbing stuff, repairs being done. So our bathroom tile is currently up, and they're going to be doing that this week and repainting the whole downstairs and the bathroom and the master, replacing the toilet. Like, I mean, I'm not in the mood to do this nursery right now, but we got the pieces, so when we're ready, we can do it. The baby is about 1 foot long right now. Could be like 10 to 12 inches, but I'm going with 1 foot long, and could weigh about 1 pound, maybe 14 to 18 ounces, so about 1 pound. I did research, just like one Google search, I wouldn't even call it research, and I saw that at viability, at 23 to 24 weeks, viability is about 20 to 35%. So if the baby for some reason had to come right now, there's only a 20, you know, 30, maybe 20 to 35% chance that it'll survive. But if you wait till weeks, it gets gradually better, of course, the farther you get. But once you make it to 26 or 27 weeks, I read that it's a 90% chance of survival of the baby outside of your body, which makes me so excited. So I'm like, okay, every week is, you know, more percentage that this baby is going to do okay outside of my body, which is very exciting. I mean, as someone who's had a miscarriage before and has had what we thought was a threatened miscarriage or a miscarriage again right after that, like, I worry all the time, you know, am I doing something that's going to hurt her? Is it, yeah. So it's really nice to know that pretty soon I will know, like, okay, she's probably going to be okay. Like, I did it. Now it's just a matter of adding fat to her body. Like, her body, you know, her lungs aren't fully developed and stuff like that, but she has most of the things she needs right now to survive. So that's really exciting. Let's see. I have still, I'm about 23 weeks, and I think I've gained about 12 pounds. So not too bad. I'm on track to gain about the 25 mark, which is, my doctor said 15 to 25. It's probably going to be more like 25 or 30 by the time we're done with this. Just judging by, like, people say that you gain about a pound a week in the last trimester. So if that's true, I'm going to gain closer to 25, 30 pounds. But so far, not doing too bad. Since I'm not throwing up anymore, I think the weight gain is going to start stacking up. Pretty much I've been eating a lot of carbs, and that's not great. I still don't like a lot of meat. It just makes me feel worse, so I don't eat it. I like chicken and I like beans. I've been eating a lot of beans and stuff. I have started eating some vegetables again. Yay. Seriously, guys, 3 or 4 months without vegetables. I started, I had salad at Olive Garden, and I was like, this is really good. I was like, oh, so good. And then I worried. I was like, maybe I'm going to throw up after this, but I didn't. I kept it down. And then I had salad one other time this last couple weeks. I've had a chicken pot pie that had, like, a bunch of mixed veggies in it. I had green beans at the Cheesecake Factory with my food. Like, I'm back, you know, I can have edamame, I've had lima beans, I can eat corn. So mostly starchy vegetables, but you gotta start somewhere, right? I've been eating fruit and fruit smoothies. I feel so much better. Another thing that I did to make myself feel better was I was noticing my prenatals were making me sick. So I had the gummies that I liked for a long time. I took the gummies probably for 1.5 years, like before we were pregnant or anything. And I loved them. They never made me sick. And then one day I was like, I can't do these anymore. I realize now it was because they have a lot of citric acid in them, and they're like sour, and my mouth already tasted sour because of the acid reflux, and it's just not good. So then I switched to these capsules. It was like from my Kroger grocery store, just Kroger brand. They had like 2 pills a day. You know, one was a DHA and one was the prenatal or whatever. And then those started making me sick because when I took them both at the same time, or even when I split them, I would taste like seaweed or like something like that in my throat, and it would make me want to throw up, and I'd dry heave and stuff. So then I switched yet again. If you guys haven't watched Haley Page vlogs on YouTube, I started watching her, and she just had her baby in December, but she gave her like pregnancy recommendations or like must-haves for the whole thing, and she mentioned these prenatals. They're alive prenatals, and they're gummies, but they're different. They're not like those gummies that are like sugared with like sour candy, like sugar on the outside. They're just like gummies, like a gummy bear, a fruit snack, you know? And so I can get those down, and you have to take 3 a day, not 2, which has been harder, but what I've been doing is 1 in the morning, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner, and that works out okay. So I have not been sick by my prenatals. Pretty exciting. What else? I think we've pretty much narrowed it down on the first name of the baby. Like, I'm probably 90% sure. I could change it, but I've been referring to her by this name, and my husband has, and it's just, I think it's stuck. I think that's the name. Even the middle name, we're getting closer. I'm leaning towards one. Like, I have a strong pull towards one middle name, which is new in the last couple of weeks. I definitely have a bump right now. And I'm going to show you like a still photo, but I'm just going to stand up. I definitely have a bump. This is just my tank top underneath. But yeah, there's no denying I am pregnant now. Like, when I'm in public, I'm like, yep, people can tell. A lot of the pregnancy apps mention this is about when people start swelling, their feet get bigger, their hands get bigger, their rings stop fitting, things like that. I haven't noticed that yet. Seems okay. Sleeping. We have upgraded from a queen bed to a king, and I'm sleeping so much better now. I have pillows like all around me, one propping up under my belly when I sleep on my side. I have like more than one pillow under my head so that I am not flat, which helps the acid reflux. And I've been sleeping so much better now so that I have room and I have enough pillows, and I have as many pillows as I could possibly want around me, and I'm comfortable, and my husband isn't crowded, and I mean, the dog still tries to crowd us out. She wants that whole bed to herself, I tell you. She's like 25 pounds. She's not like that big, but she definitely wants to take up the same amount of space as my husband and It seems like I can go about 3 to 4 hours now without eating before feeling nauseous, which is an improvement, because when I was first pregnant, it was like 1 to 2 hours, and then it was 2 to 3, and now I'm working at 3 to 4 hours. I haven't been able to go like 5 hours. If I go 5 hours without eating, I will be sick. So I've been carrying around little crackers in my purse with me. Anytime we have to be gone more than 3 hours, I'm like, I have to eat right now. If I don't eat right now, I'm gonna get sick. And then I eat and I'm fine. So kind of learned to deal with that, and trying to make sure that I eat some healthy foods throughout the day now that I can eat fruits and vegetables again. That helps, you know, getting the right nutrients. I think you just generally feel better. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel a lot better. My belly, I had my belly button pierced for like 3 months when I turned 18. And usually you have one hole over the belly button, and then you have a hole where the jewel hangs, kind of like inside the belly button. And they have both risen up. So like there is not a hole inside the belly button anymore. It's like both of the holes are above my belly button. So it's kind of weird. My belly is kind of expanding and it feels tighter. It's not itchy, but I have been using my Lush massage bar, the lotion bar, and that feels really good, and my skin doesn't itch or anything. I had stretch marks before from gaining and losing weight so many times, so I'm not sure if I have any new ones. I don't think so at this point. I am wearing almost exclusively maternity clothes now, but not necessarily. Like most of the stuff that I wore on the bottoms, I can still wear. I just can't wear them over my belly. Like for example, the pants that I'm wearing right now are just like black yoga pants. They're not maternity, but I just don't pull them up over the bump. They just stay low on my hips, and then I'm fine. So as long as I have a long shirt to wear with it, I'm fine. My belly doesn't stick out. But I have noticed when I try to wear non-maternity shirts that my belly on the bottom just like hangs out a couple inches, and that's not a cute look. I look like my shirt's a little too short, so that's your sign. I haven't noticed my hair and my nails growing as well anymore. Like they look average, so. But my skin is definitely worse, thank you. With the painting and the environmental stuff and the tearing up of the tile and the dust in our house, I'm trying to avoid all those like fumes and the dust and things because I don't want to breathe that in. Still trying to maintain like my skincare routine because I feel like my skin is acting out worse than it ever has before, and like even when I don't change anything. So that's what makes me think it's probably hormonal, but I have been eating even better and my skin is worse. Drinking plenty of water, my skin is worse. I'm sleeping better, my skin is worse. So that's what makes me think it's pregnancy related, but hopefully that'll end soon. I don't know. If you guys had acne really bad or backne when you were in your pregnancy, did it stop at any point, or was it like when you gave birth it got better? Let me know if you did, because I'm curious about that. The highlight of this week is probably getting the crib at IKEA and getting a theme established. I'm so excited. I've got like paint colors in mind and paintings and wall decals I want to buy and crib sheets and bedding and all that stuff. And getting the recliner, like I just feel so excited to decorate this nursery. And it's kind of got to wait. Like we're hosting my sister's baby shower and we've got our own like remodel projects going. And my in-laws just moved into their new house, which is great. But we need to wait until they're settled in because they're going to help us do the nursery, like get through like hosting my sister's baby shower at our house in a couple weeks, and then after that, like February, March, April are all baby. Like I'm gonna be working on the nursery and working on our registry. The next thing I want to do is now that I've picked a theme and colors for the bedroom for the baby, I'm ready to do the nursery. When we first created the baby registries, we created it gender neutral. We didn't know it was a girl. Then I was thinking, okay, now that I know it's a girl, I'll go ahead and pick the things. Like some of the things on the registry come in different colors. You know, they'll come in white, they'll come in brown, they'll come in blue, they'll come in pink. And I wasn't sure which color I wanted to go, gray or brown or pink or neutral or yellow or whatever. So now that I picked them, I'm ready. I think I can go through and research, find the best one in that category of whatever I want. And then I will, you know, put it on the registry officially so that after my sister's shower, we can start planning my shower. I'm kind of excited about that. Don't know exactly like when and where and all that stuff yet. We're still sorting out the details, but probably sometime in early April, I'm thinking. So I'll be, I don't know, 30 something weeks by then. I'll be like 33, 34 weeks then. So that should be about right for a shower. I don't think I want co-ed. I think I want it to be girls only. Did you guys have a co-ed shower? What did you guys think about it? If you were going to do a baby shower, would you make it co-ed? Have you been to co-ed showers? Do you prefer them just the girls or both? Or let me know if you guys have opinions about that. I don't have any major other symptoms, like my back hurts occasionally. I get headaches sometimes. This week on Wednesday, I have a midwife appointment where they're just listening to the heartbeat, and we'll just chat, not like an ultrasound appointment or anything. And then on Friday, I go to the neurologist, which I was recommended to go to because of my headaches, which the headaches have gotten a lot better. So I'm like, I kind of wanted to cancel the appointment, but it took me 4 weeks or 5 weeks to get in with this doctor. So I kept the appointment. I'm like, I'm not canceling. What if I start getting headaches again? So I'm going to go see him anyway. Aside from that, I might have one more ultrasound between now and May, but I think that's it. Like, once they've established the anatomy scan, like everything was fine, I think we might have one more ultrasound just to determine like her size and her growth. That's it. I'm going to get the glucose test and the Rogaine shot. The shot because I have a negative blood type. I'm RH negative, and my husband has a positive blood type. I'm going to get that, probably not at this appointment, but the next one. I'm feeling better, like just not sick anymore, and I've learned to manage with the acid reflux, and I'm excited about the nursery. So that's kind of like the summary of this last few weeks. I definitely feel like weeks 21 and 22 were my best yet as pregnant. Oh, I also had my first couple cups of coffee, decaf coffee. I couldn't stomach the stuff. For some reason, at one point, I was like, boop, that's it. Coffee's over. I can't do it. And even the smell of other people's coffee, it was like, ugh. But I like it again, so I'm very excited. I love my decaf coffee. I love flavored coffee creamers. I was really loving it, and then one day it was just like absolutely not. So I had it twice this week, decaf only, but I really enjoyed it. So it gives me hope that I can have coffee when I'm like, the days that I'm lacking in energy, I can have like a little bit of caffeine, and I'll feel like that goes a long way, because I'm not addicted to caffeine. So when I have a little bit, it just like majorly affects me. I think caffeine affects me more than the average person. I don't know. I think I'm very sensitive to it, since I don't really drink soda or anything. Aside from the hormonal like breakdowns and hormonal acne, I've learned to deal with the acid reflux. I've only thrown up once in the last 2 weeks. I'm feeling better. My energy is good. My headaches have gotten better. I'm just really looking forward to making the nursery up, and feels good to get our house, back in order and everything. So that is it for this update. Let me know down below if you guys have any questions for a Q&A video in the future, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.